Good everybody, what's up? Robett Hollis here, cruising along. Networking 101. Alright, I literally have to talk about this because I was in a meeting not too long ago with a marketing manager of a very big business, and we're just talking shit, just catching up about whatever. And literally the question that was asked was, "Hey Robett, how do you network? You seem to know like lots of people and stuff. Like, what's your secrets?" And I honestly thought she was taking the piss. Like, I genuinely thought she was fully taking the piss, and I didn't. And so I was like, I don't. I literally just live my life, and then good people just meet good people, I guess, right? And it's this weird thing where I've been seeing some stuff pop up talking about, you know, best way to market or network or this and that and blah blah. It's like, dude, I never go to any event ever unless my bro either owns it or my bro runs it, and I'll be there for support. I've zero desire whatsoever to turn up and make it rain business cards with a bunch of people doing the fake bullshit of like, "Hey, what's your name? What do you do?" It's like, that question, I honestly want to punch people in the face. Like what you do doesn't represent who you are, and the reality is in 10 years, if you just work for someone, you're probably not going to have that job anyway, so who gives a shit? Because it's about the people, not about what it says on a flippin' title card, right? And if you're an asshole, you're an asshole, and it won't work. And if you're a good guy, you're a flippin' legend, and you'll be mates till you're 100, regardless if you're selling Bluebird chips or if you're selling Maseratis, right? So for starters, I think the whole conversation, and I tell me, network, that other thing really pisses me off about it, right? Because what happens is, as soon as people say, "Oh, hey, you go to this networking event," whatever, it's like, "Hey, blah blah blah, what do you do?" It's like they've instantly just like totem poled you on where they think you are going to be relevant to them and their ecosystem of what they can get from you, right? The best one I ever heard, I won't say who it is, but I really, really, really like and admire this guy for how he rolls. Older guy, balling out. Never met him. I totally knew who he was. He had no idea who I was, as you would. And he rolls up and he literally looks at me and goes, "Shit, you look like you get up to some mischief. What keeps you busy?" And it was just such a cool, more authentic, real way of like human interaction, opposed to just like, "Hi, I'm John. I'm senior marketing of XYZ Incorporation, and here's my card, and let me email fake pleasantries to each other." Like, that's not real relationships. Like, do people not understand that just being like good, like when good people meet good people, you can see through all the bullshit of like, are they a good person? Do they genuinely add value? Are they like not trying to screw you and be an asshole? Like, that's the stuff that matters. So when I literally got asked, because clearly, you know, in that world for a marketing manager like that, I'm sure it is, you know, you need to booze and smooth stuff, and I get that and all the rest of it, but it's like, if all your relationships are so superficially based around having to wine and dine on someone else's dollar, on doing these strategy things of how to connect with people, this or that, whatever, like, it's just not real. It's just not real. So that just frustrates the shit out of me. So do I network? No, I live. And then I go and I will talk to anyone anywhere. I will sit down in an airport and I'll talk to old mate next to me. If I'm at the gym, and you just meet people. It's just like airplanes is actually a really interesting one as well. And funnily enough, airplanes is where some of the craziest, you know, gnarly heavy hitters that I've ever met. So networking isn't a science. Networking is like the business upside of creating genuine relationships. And I think too many people get caught up on the, you know, how to grow the network by this or that or blah blah. It's such a bad conversation, because it makes your relationships driven around something that's not sustainable for the long term, where regardless what's going on, you can actually have true value back. So do I network? No, I live my life with other people. And my thing I'll always try and do, which I actually will say though, is I'll try and find if there's any, I'll get context on what they do, and then I'll try and figure out a way that I can either add value by connecting them with someone somewhere. Just before at breakfast, I actually saw someone who is very renowned for introducing people, but he doesn't clip the ticket on anything, and it's just kind of got to the point, it's like, mate, like, you're the perfect middleman for all this, but you lose an opportunity which he wants to do as well. So I like to be a connector, and I would like to think that any single person who's ever met me in the last 10 years, regardless if I was wearing a flippin' hoodie and I was a snowboard bum in Wanaka, or if I'm suit and booting at some charity gig in Auckland, or if I'm literally talking to you like this, I would like to think that others would know that I'm totally transparent and consistent and flat, regardless if you're a trillionaire, or if you're a 13-year-old student, or if you're a uni, or if you're a CEO, or whatever it is. I would rather be known to be flat and consistent, not like I'm going to suit and boot and then I'm going to give you this face of me and then I'm going to do this for that, because that's just not how life works. So networking 101, there isn't a 101. It's just live your life, talk to people, try and figure out how you can add value, and understand that if you're going to play the game for 50 years, you need to have a bit of a different mindset than thinking if you're going to make it rain business cards and shit's just going to pop. All right, bye.